Deep in the ocean, way beyond the sun's reach, lies a world of crushing pressure and constant night. It's a place we know less about than the surface of the moon, a realm where the rules of life get completely rewritten. Here, in this cold, dark emptiness, survival is all about adapting to the black, and for one of the ocean's most powerful predators, that means bringing its own light to the party. Down in the ocean's twilight zone, a 6-foot predator hunts with a secret weapon. This is the wild story of the kitefin shark, the largest known animal with its own built-in nightlight. It's a living phantom, a hunter that creates its own ghostly blue glow, but it doesn't glow to be seen, it glows to disappear. This isn't science fiction. This is a discovery that has completely changed what we thought we knew about life in the abyss. To really get this glowing giant, we have to go down into its world, the mesopelagic zone, better known as the twilight zone. It stretches from 200 to 1,000 meters down, and it's a world made of shadows. Sunlight here fades to a faint blue before vanishing, leaving only the inky black of the deep. The pressure is insane enough to crush a submarine that isn't built for it. The water is just barely above freezing. In an environment this tough, light is everything. It's used to hunt, to hide, and to find a mate. So it's not a huge shock that something like 90% of all creatures in the twilight zone are bioluminescent. They make their own light. From tiny flashing bacteria to alien-looking squid, the darkness is filled with a silent, living fireworks show. For a long time, though, scientists figured this light show was just for the little guys. A big predator, they thought, wouldn't need a trick like that. But in January of 2020, everything changed. Off the coast of New Zealand, on an underwater plateau called the Chatham Rise, a research team was surveying fish. Led by Dr. Jérôme Malafet, the team was trawling the twilight zone, bringing deep-sea creatures up to study. Among their catch were a few types of deep-sea sharks, including 2 kinds of lantern shark and one much bigger, more mysterious species, the kitefin shark, Dilatius lecha. Scientists had suspected the kitefin might glow since the ADS, but they never had proof. In the ship's blacked-out lab, Malafet and his team finally got their answer. They watched, totally amazed, as the nearly 6-foot-long shark started to give off a soft, steady blue-green light from its skin. It wasn't just a flicker, it was a controlled, vivid glow. Malafet described the moment with pure excitement, the feeling of seeing something brand new to science. The discovery confirmed it. The kitefin shark was officially the largest known bioluminescent vertebrate on Earth. This finding, published in the journal Frontiers in Marine Science, blew the minds of the marine biology community. Malafet even gave these sharks a nickname, the MacGyver users of light, a nod to how they cleverly use bioluminescence to survive in one of the planet's harshest environments. It turns out the kitefin isn't just a big fish, it's a master of biological light. So, how does a shark turn into a living lantern? Most glowing animals you might think of, like fireflies or jellyfish, use a chemical reaction with a compound called luciferin. But sharks? They do things differently. The researchers found zero trace of luciferin in the kitefin's skin. Instead, the shark's glow is controlled by hormones, a system that seems to be unique to them among animals. The light itself comes from thousands of tiny, special skin cells called photophores, which are packed onto the shark's belly and lower sides. And the on switch for these photophores is a hormone you've definitely heard of, melatonin. Yep, the same hormone that tells our brains it's time to sleep tells the kitefin shark it's time to light up. But the control is even more amazing than that. 2 other hormones work like a dimmer switch. One, called alpha MSH, slows the light down, while another, ACTH, can turn it off completely. This gives the shark an incredible ability to manage its glow. It's not just an on-off button, it's a sophisticated system that lets the shark adjust its light for any situation, a crucial edge in a world of shadows. Why would a 6-foot apex predator even need to glow? The answer reveals a brilliant, multi-purpose tool for both attack and defense. The main reason is a stealth tactic called counter-illumination. Imagine you're a small fish deep in the twilight zone. You look up, and any creature swimming above you would be a dark silhouette against the faint blue light trickling down from the surface. It's a dead giveaway. The kitefin shark beats this by turning on the lights on its belly. The glow from its photophores perfectly matches the color and brightness of the dim light from above, effectively erasing its own shadow. It's the ultimate camouflage, an invisibility cloak made of its own light. This glowing cloak does two things. First, it hides the kitefin from any bigger predators that might be lurking in the even darker depths below. But more importantly, it lets this surprisingly slow shark hunt much faster prey. Kitefins are among the slowest sharks out there, yet their stomachs are often full of quick little fish and even other, faster sharks. Counter-illumination lets the kitefin drift unseen above its victims, like a predator drone, before launching a surprise attack. But that's not its only trick. The researchers also noticed the shark's dorsal fin glows. This light wouldn't do anything for camouflage, so scientists think it might be a warning. Its smaller cousin, the velvet belly lantern shark, has glowing spines on its back described as lightsabers to ward off attackers. The kitefin's glowing fin could be a similar back-off signal. Some even wonder if the light could be used to light up the seafloor to find prey or to talk to other kitefins. The glowing kitefin shark is way more than just a cool fact. It fundamentally changes how we see life in the deep ocean. It proves that bioluminescence isn't just for small, exotic creatures, it's a strategy used by large, powerful predators too. In fact, over 10% of all known shark species are now thought to be able to make their own light, a fact that was little more than a rumor until recently. This discovery drives home a critical point. The deep sea isn't a barren wasteland. It's a complex, dynamic ecosystem where light and the control of it is king. The evolution of this hormonal light switch in sharks points to a common ancestor. A single moment deep in their past when one of them first figured out how to beat the darkness by making its own light. However, this world of living lights is in danger. Deep-sea trawling, the very method that brought these sharks to the surface, threatens their slow-growing, fragile populations. Dr. Malafet and other scientists are now calling for greater protection of the twilight zone, warning that we risk destroying these unique ecosystems before we even get a chance to understand them. The story of the kitefin shark is a powerful reminder of how much is still out there to discover and how much we have to lose. The kitefin shark is a creature of beautiful contradictions. A 6-foot giant that uses light to become invisible. A slow-moving hunter that catches prey much faster than itself. An animal that uses the same hormone that puts us to sleep to instead light up its entire world. It's living proof of evolution's incredible ingenuity and the endless wonders hidden in the deep. Every new discovery from the abyss peels back another layer of mystery, revealing a world more complex and magical than we ever imagined. The glowing shark reminds us that even now, our planet is still full of secrets. It leaves us with a profound sense of wonder and a clear message. We need to look deeper, explore further, and protect the vast, dark, and luminous world just beyond our sight. If you want to learn more about the incredible creatures of the deep, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. And check out our other videos on ocean mysteries. What's the deep sea creature that fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below.